Well, pretty soon you have to get to the question of whether or not you're financially able to sell your practice, whether you've had a conversation with your financial planner or your accountant that has made it clear that you can continue to enjoy a comfortable lifestyle for the foreseeable future. I always want to, probably the first question I ask when I sit down at the table is, what are you going to do? Sometimes I'll get an answer from, oh, I'm sure I'll find something, to a complete dissertation on what it is that they plan to do when they retire. Lastly, I think you've got to take into consideration the spouse and family and whether or not they're ready for you to be home full time. If the spouse is still working full time, you got to wonder what you're going to do sitting at home while the spouse is at work. So all of those can kind of factor into whether or not the timing is really right for somebody to move on.
Are you ready to sell your practice dovetails with what's the value of my practice? Because until someone really knows where they stand in the process of preparing for a transition, financially, are they able to walk away from the practice? Second, are they ready emotionally to walk away from the practice of dentistry? Do they have some other interests that they can pursue? And if they haven't made those decisions, it's really difficult to know if it's the right time to leave the practice of dentistry. Now, are there some hybrid approaches to that? Sure. Sometimes a doctor can work back on a limited basis. Sometimes a doctor just needs to get away from all the business management, the administration of a practice, and continue to love to do dentistry. But then he's got to have the right practice situation. So all those things can be discussed so you really understand what is it that they would like to do and what can we do to accomplish that. And so it takes a little bit of customization, understand what they want, what they need, and how we can structure something that's reasonably commercial so they can meet their goals.